We'll be here just for a breath practice and then a couple other bits. Oh, sorry, before you, now that you've lain down, can you grab your straps and have them handy? So somewhere near you on your mat. So just while you're settling yourselves, we're doing the theme this week as we all have, and we'll do a different thing each day that we all have. But this morning we're starting with proprioception, which I came in with a bit last week. And proprioception is also known as, well, the other name for it is kinesthesia. But a lot of people say it's our sixth sense. So it's not something we use on a Ouija board or any of these sort of wacky and weird, interesting things. It's actually parts of our body that work as warning signals and as giving us indication of where we are. So there are little neurons that are locked within our muscles and our tendons and our joints, and they send messages back all the time to our brain, telling us basically a spatial awareness, where we are, how fast our limbs are moving, the load, the weight that's on our limbs, the limits that you can take your limb to, and they work together with other systems. So our vision and our vestibular system, which is our inner ear balance and spatial orientation side of things, they work together with other systems like that to send it all to a central nervous system. And that's how we know where we are in the world, basically, and how we have a sense of the effort we're using, the force we're using, the heaviness we're using. So really, really useful in yoga. And yoga, it's a benefit both ways, because yoga benefits our knowledge of that and our use of that, and then using it benefits our yoga. So proprioception is really quite important to connect to if we can. And it's not just in humans, it's in animals, and flowering plants have recently found as well. So, so here we are lying on the mat, hopefully now, and we're going to play a little game to start in our breath practice this morning. So we're going to play a little game of Simon Says, but first of all, with eyes open, can everybody just in their own length of breath take 2 breaths, inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. That's all we need to do. Just enjoy the breath through the nostrils. In for 4, ex for 4, with your eyes open. You may have found you not automatically close them, but just open them for this practice. And then when you're ready after the next exhale, close your eyes and take 2 or 3 more breaths with your eyes closed. Just noticing if there's any different sensations, any different awareness or attachments. So by closing our eyes, we have to switch on our proprioception. We still know where we are lying on the mat. Just continue to breathe with your eyes closed. You know where you are on the mat. You know where your hands are and your feet are and your head is. You can feel your hips. So this is all those sensors working and sending in the knowledge back through your central nervous system so that you don't lose your way as soon as you close your eyes. Okay, so we're going to play Simon Says now. So we're going to keep a hold of our breath in and out at your speed. So on the next breath, with your eyes closed, this is all. On the next breath in, everybody take both hands to the bellies. On the next breath in, take your right hand to your chest. On the next breath in, take your left hand to your ribs. On the next breath in, take your right finger to your nose. On the next breath in, take your right thumb, close your right nostril and breathe in through your left. And exhale through your left. Let go of both and just take a few inhale exhales to reconnect again and restore equilibrium. a minute. Just take a few breaths. Luckily, we were at the right point there. Okay, so we're going on with another few of those. So we're at inhale, exhale. On your next inhale, take your left finger to your nose. Doesn't matter which finger, eyes still closed. On your next inhale, close your left nostril with your left thumb and breathe in and out through your right nostril. Let go and just inhale, exhale. On your next inhale, take your left hand to your chest and your right hand to your belly. Exhale. On your next inhale, swap your hands. Just continue breathing if I'm not going at the right rate, sorry. And then on your next inhale, take both index fingers to your nose. Bring the hands down to your side. Take 2 more inhale, exhales in your own time with your eyes closed. And then just let go of the breath, eyes still closed. Bring your awareness to your right hand and to your left hand, to your right foot, your left foot, and your nose. And then open your eyes. Just take a moment to orientate yourself again, using your vision now to connect as well as your proprioceptors. And then we're still lying on our back here. So when you're ready, we're going to start to move a little bit, but still lying in Shavasana. So we're going to take our right knee in, eyes closed all through unless I say open them, and catch your shin at the back of your thigh in Apanasana, half Apanasana. And then we're going to breathe in, and we're going to tuck our chins and lift our nose up and roll up into half hedgehog. And when you're at the top, exhale and stay there, just breathing with your eyes closed. And sense where you think you are, nose to knee. And then open your eyes and see if you're where you thought you were. And then gently roll your shoulders back down, roll your neck back down, let your head come to the floor. Let go of the right foot. Take the right foot away from you, bring your left foot in, eyes closed, same thing. Catch the left leg. Is it as easy on your left side or is it harder? And then when you're ready, breathing in, tuck your chin, roll up to half hedgehog, eyes closed. Take yourself a little higher this time. See if you can get your nose a bit closer to your knees, eyes still closed. And then open your eyes and see if you are where you think you were. And then gently roll yourself back down to the floor. And then when you're ready, come over onto your right side. Sorry, I should have said a cushion here if you need it under your head. We're just going to take our opening arm circles here. So find yourself in a sort of chair position with your knees together, your ankles together, feet together, sitting as if you were sitting on a chair. Excuse me. If you need something under your head, just quickly grab it. And we're going to pop our left ear to the floor, which can feel a little bit high if you haven't got something under it. So that's why I say put something under it. Hands are flat, look at together. So eyes open, we're putting our hands together, fingertips to fingertips, thumbs to thumbs. And then we're just going to do a Robin Hood, gentle Robin Hood openings here. So eyes open, breathe in, take the right elbow across your body, dragging the fingers across your chest. Start putting a little bit of a gentle twist. And then gently let the right arm open out behind you. Feel the weight of it. Your eyes are open now. Feel the weight of that arm as you open it onto your shoulder. Where does your shoulder say stop? And then bring that hand back round in a big stretched out semicircle and find your fingertips together again. Now close your eyes this time, take the same movement. With closed eyes, trace the fingers across the chest. Be breathing in here if you're going with the breath, and when you're ready, open the arm out. And see if you can feel that point. Your elbow might be quite bent still. Just stay there for a second. Notice the weight through your right shoulder. If your arm's very bent, that's fine, because that's your proprioceptor saying stop, don't go any further. It stops us injuring ourselves. So lift up the arm then across and draw a big semicircle, eyes still closed, and find your fingertips and make sure they line up again. See if it happens first time, or if you have to shuffle your hands to find that connection. And then we're going to roll over and take that same thing on the other side. So while we're doing it both sides, obviously in yoga we do that anyway to balance the movements, but we also do it to see if one side's different from the other. So take the same thing again, eyes open first time. Trace the hands across the chest, rolling across the back of the skull. And then when you come to the point that you need to open your elbow, do so gently, only allowing it to go as far as your proprioceptors are saying. So maybe a little bit more open on this side, mine definitely is. And then sweep the arm back up, watching it cross above you till your fingertips come back to touch side and one on top of the other. Close your eyes and take the same movement. Notice if there's any difference here. So closed eyes, feeling that connection of fingertips across your chest, and then opening out the elbow, but listening to the shoulder. It's telling you the load and limit in the joint there. There are little proprioceptors all around those muscles, telling you when to stop. And then gently inhale and lift the arm up. Take it back across you in a big semicircle until you find your fingertips touching again. See how easy that was to find that connection. And then roll back onto your back, open your eyes, stretch your legs away from you, find your straps. We're going to do the same sort of thing with a strap and just gently opening up our hip joints here. So bend your eyes open, bend your right foot in, catch it with strap around the ball of the foot, remember? Strap here is in both hands. Eyes open, foot flex. We're just going to gently press through that heel to straighten the leg as much as is comfortable. It might be quite bent this morning, you haven't warmed up, remember? So listen to the proprioceptors that are saying, no, I can't go any further. Your muscle might be quite tight. It got proprioceptors in it as well. So it's saying don't go any further. Don't stretch too far, you're not warmed up. So then gently, see if you can move your thigh slightly away from your body. So you're moving your heel kind of forward so that you're making more space around your hip flex on the right side. Okay, so now close your eyes and put both straps into your right hand. So eyes closed, foot still flexed. Just gently let the foot come over above the left thigh. So you're just gently opening out the outside of your right hip. Listen to what it's saying. Listen to when it tells you stop. We're not going very far, 3 or 4 inches, still hovering above the left thigh roughly. And then open your eyes and see if your foot's where you think it is. Close the eyes, take the foot back again. Let go of the strap with the right hand, clasp it with the left, so that both ends move into your left hand. Take your right hand out, eyes closed, to feel a bit steadier. Find the support through your right hand then. And then just gently let that left foot, the outside edge, reach out towards the left side of the floor. So kind of semicircling down. Again, let the strap slide through your hand, but listen to when your body's telling you, when your muscles and joint are saying, that's it, enough. And let your left hand take the weight and support it. And then open your eyes and see if your foot's where you thought it was, or if you thought you were much nearer the floor, which often happens. We often think, yes, I've done really well then, and then we look and we think, oh, I haven't actually gone as far as I thought. So here we're doing a little bit of inner thigh stretch here, but that's the muscle that will be saying, no, don't go any further yet. Now, obviously, if we warm up a bit more, then we'd be able to go a little bit further, and the muscle has learned that. So bring your foot back up to center, take the same thing on the other side. So bring the right knee in, you might want to have a squeeze again in Hapanasana, stretch it away through the sole of the foot, have a bit of a leg stretch there. And then bring your left foot in, same thing. So we're thinking this time, maybe we'll have our eyes closed after. So open your eyes first of all. So flex the foot on the left side. Much tighter on mine, I can tell with my eyes open, it doesn't want to go much further. Just flex the foot and see if you can stretch the heel a little bit more upwards. And then move the thigh away from your belly. So your heel's moving through the air towards the wall in front of you. Hands, both hands, we've got the strap in. Then move it to your left hand. And then just let that foot drift gently across towards your right side of the floor, across your right thigh. Hold it still up at about that height. Eyes are open at this point. And then close your eyes. And listen to your hip. Listen to what it's saying to you. Listen to the muscles and joints. Maybe the outside of your thigh is feeling a little bit tight in your IT band. Maybe across your calf. Now gently let your ankle bend on your left ankle down towards the floor. So it's just a tiny bend, letting the outside of the edge, the inside edge of the foot fold inwards slightly. So we're just opening up the outside of the ankle. So we've got our eyes closed, listen to what that joint and the muscles in that area are telling you. So again, if you push yourself through these things and put too much effort in, then your body will not like it and you'll injure yourself. Bring your foot back up, change hands to the right hand and move over and let your left foot just drop gently out. It doesn't need to go too far. Please listen to what your thigh and hip are telling you. Just let the rope slide through, still supporting it. Eyes open or closed, take it whichever way you think you want to. Maybe you connect more with your eyes closed now. And really listen to what that hip and thigh are telling you. And then bring the foot back up. Bend the knee in, let go of the strap, have a big stretch out through your left leg. Bit of a stretch out through your arms, maybe to go with it. Eyes open or closed, whichever you prefer. And then roll yourself over carefully. Take your time with this and come up to tabletop. Find your tabletop position. Keep your eyes open here. Keep them connected visually. If you keep your eyes closed all the time, it can give you a very dizzy sensation. So keeping your eyes open is using that other part of the system to know where you're located. And sometimes it's much better to have eyes open. So for instance, when we come up from having been down on the floor and do a roll up, you'd still know where you were, but you would feel a bit dizzy because you're not connected visually. Okay, so in your own time here, take a couple of cat-cow rolls with your eyes open. So remember, it's inhale long and neutral and then exhale into cat. Just in your own time, in your own breath, into cow, inhaling. Moving the way you feel you should be moving this morning. Let your body go with the breath. And then take a couple with your eyes closed. Connect with where your body's moving. Connect with all four limbs. Sense the effort that you're using. Sense the weight of your body on your arms and your legs. And then move into dynamic cat, eyes closed if you're comfortable. You can't open your eyes otherwise if you don't really like it. But take dynamic cat cow now. So we're inhaling heart across the floor, back up into cow, exhaling back into cat. So again, eyes closed, listen to what your body's telling you. Feel the weight, feel the effort, feel the heaviness, feel the movement, feel the direction and speed and force. Feel any limits that are coming through. Anything that's saying stop there, you're going to overbalance. And then when you're ready, come back to neutral spine. So keep your eyes, or open your eyes just for a second, just to connect again visually with where you are. And rotate your elbows if you can to face forward. That will give us a little bit more strength here in our lower forearms, rather. So it's giving a bit more strength in the two bones here. It twists them and puts a lot more strength into that support there. So we're in neutral. We're just going to move our weight into our left hand and then lift our right hand off the floor an inch or so. And then replace it. Move the weight into the left hand, same thing on the other side, lift the left hand an inch or so, just off the floor. Everything else is staying nice and contained and zipped up on your front body. Close your eyes now, do the same thing. So weight into your left arm, make sure you feel supported, and then lift your right hand about an inch as you feel it off the floor. You've just done it, so you should know where that is roughly. Move into the right side. So our body's learning by looking and connecting about the distance that we're asking it to go from the floor. Take a couple more. And maybe on one of them, open your eyes then and see if you've gone to the height that you think you were. And connect to the strength and effort that you're putting in and your body's taking on the side that's holding you. Okay, so after the next left side, come back to neutral, open your eyes, connect to the floor. Make sure your elbows are still turned forward if you can, to use that support. Tuck your toes. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Tuck your tummies to support your body and your lower back. And then lift your knees gently, eyes closed, off the floor. So notice where the weight's gone into now. Take the knees back down. Do a couple more of those with your eyes closed. Noticing what you've got to use and where you switch on before you lift your knees. So your body's already saying, that's fine, I know what to do here. I'm putting all the weight into the hands, so I'm switching on all those little muscles first. And then they're sending little messages back, saying that's okay, we're able to hold it. So then take a couple with your eyes open. Is it a different experience? Have you switched off? Are you not so connected to what's happening? Are you just doing it? That's what yoga does. Stop, untuck your toes, sit back on your knees. So this is what yoga does. It connects us with what we're actually doing, and not just physically, but mentally then. It rolls into our lives, basically. So we're on our knees. Doesn't really matter if you can't see me in the video this morning, I'm thinking. I'll say, okay, so close your eyes, arms are down at your side. You might want a bit of a roll through your shoulders there for a second, because they're taking quite a bit of strength through them. Again, that's listening. So if all those signals are saying, please roll my shoulders, then roll your shoulders, because you've got to listen to it. Okay, so eyes closed and kneeling. You can tuck your toes here if you want a bit more opening on the back of your foot, by the way, if you want to just tuck your toes in kneeling, but that's optional, obviously, this morning. So bring your eyes closed, bring your hands up then into Anjali Mudra, and then immediately open your eyes and see what's happened. Have they gone into Anjali Mudra exactly? So try that one once again. You've just done it, you've just visually connected, see if it's easier. So first of all, before we do, I'm forgetting about posture here, which is really important. Proprioceptors are what tell you that you're not using your posture correctly. I'm balancing forward here, or moving forward. So balance, find that balance from the knees and the thighs, right up through, find your posture points. Make yourself feel connected in all the joints and all the muscles. Okay, so now eyes closed. We've had a little space there. Bring your hands back up and straight into Anjali Mudra. Open your eyes. Are the fingertips even? Are the fingers together? Are the heels of the hands? You can maybe lift it away a little bit, see if you're slightly wonky. So you got there almost, but not quite. So there's still a lot of learning to be done with proprioceptors. And we can do that here every day. Okay, so now we're just going to circle our arms and bring them up, eyes open. Bring the Anjali Mudra down past your nose. Now close your eyes and take a couple of those closed eyes, circle them up. So the fact we did it with our vision, first of all, our body has learned from that already. How quick was that? It knew what we wanted to do. And I bet you're finding your fingers so much quicker. But quite amazing that you're moving your hands such a distance away from each other, and then they can find each other quite quickly again with your eyes closed. Okay, so untuck your toes, have a little pad out, and then bring ourselves down into Sukhasana. I should have done that with eyes closed. Sorry, I meant to, but I forgot. Okay, so find yourself into Sukhasana. Okay, so close your eyes once more, hands on knees. Find your posture points. So now find your posture points and connect to them. And the proprioceptors will be what's telling you, yep, you've got it. Are your sit bones grounded? Are you leaning forward? Are you square on your sit bones? Find that connection. Listen to what comes back, what the feedback is. And then draw up through the heart and roll the chest open. Cross your shoulder blades, squeezing them together in the back of your body. Draw your tummy in and see if you can lift it up under your ribs. Tuck your chin, find that long back of neck, lift up through the crown. Okay, so eyes are still closed now. So same thing, take the arms up and find Anjali Mudra. And bring the hands down past your nose. Same thing, arms up, Anjali Mudra. Stop at the top, arms back down, bring them round back into Anjali Mudra. So we're taking the arms up in Anjali Mudra this time, past our nose, opening them out and bringing them back together again. We're also warming our shoulders up, so here, do another couple of those. So we're just warming our body up while we're thinking of this at the same time. As women do, we're multitasking. And come back to center. So take your arms straight out at shoulder height now. Turn the palms to face forward and just hold. Eyes are still closed. Find that posture again. Lift up through the crown, find your sit bones. And then feel the weight in your shoulders as your hands start to get quite heavy there. So draw your shoulders back together in the back of your body. And see if your arms then feel a little bit lighter. And then bring the hands forward in front of you in a big semicircle and connect in Anjali Mudra again. Turn the heels down, the fingertips up, bring the hands back to heart center. Open your eyes and do that now. So take the arms out, hold them at your shoulder height, draw the shoulder blades back together, connect through your shoulder joints so you take the weight a little bit more off your hands, and then sweep them forward. Find that connection of palm to palm, turn your heel of your hands down, fingertips up, bring the hands back to heart center. And then let the hands release. So that second attempt there, a lot less connection possibly to what you were doing because you kind of take it for granted that your vision is working with it. Okay, so then we're just going to take a couple of side bends. Keep your eyes open here. Right hand on the floor, left hand goes up in an inhale, and then exhale over to your right side bend. Very gentle. Watch that top shoulder. I can see mine's not drawing back. Take the left arm down onto the right side, right arm up, exhaling over to the left, using your left hand to support yourself. Next one, we're going to go over and we're going to stop in the side bend. So left arm up, exhale over, hold and breathe. And just notice what your eyes are doing. Where are they going? Are they going over with you, or are they finding a point to look at? So come back up to the top, let the left arm come down. What this is take it the other way now, same thing. So it's proprioceptive reflex, this is, and we're going over again and we're stopping and noticing just where your eyes are. So if you look at the floor here, what happens? You feel a little bit wobbly. If you take your eyes back up and you look at the sort of horizon point, then bring yourself back up. That is proprioceptive reflex. So from a baby, just sit for a second, but I think this is really interesting. From a baby, as soon as they can control their neck, whenever we feel that we're tilting, when our body feels it's tilting and our brain thinks that, our eyes level off with the horizon. So if you start to fall, your eyes will draw you back up. So eyes are really important in that proprioceptive reflex system. If you've got your eyes closed, that's when you'll fall over. So don't fall over with your eyes closed if you can help it. Okay, so let's just do a couple of twists here. Eyes closed. Inhale, tall, lift up your left arm. Rotate and exhale and take your left arm over and down to your right thigh. Now you might have done that eyes open, you might have done it closed. So we'll do it the other way. Lift up and draw the left arm back down. So close your eyes this time if you didn't already. Lift up. Exhaling and twisting and rotating and dropping that left hand down to your right thigh. Inhale up. Rotate forward again, drop the left arm. One more. Inhale up. Find that length, remember, before we twist. Exhale round. Take that left hand down to your right thigh. Inhale, the left arm comes up. Exhale, we rotate back to the front and allow the left arm to come down. Okay, eyes still closed, both fingertips on the floor, both hands. And then uncross and recross your legs the other way, eyes closed. See if you can do it with just your hands on the floor. You might have to use some other way of supporting. So your legs should be crossed the other way now. You might have to close your eyes still, but use your hands to draw your feet back in. Take the twist on the other side. Inhale, right arm up. You can keep your eyes open or closed here, whichever you prefer. Exhale, round to the left and let the right arm come down to the thigh. Inhale up, still facing that way. Rotate to the front and drop the right arm. Let's take two more on this side. Thinking of length through the body here, so find your sit bones as you inhale and exhale and twist and take the hand down to the thigh. Back of the hand touches the thigh. Lift up, rotate forward again, right arm comes down. I think we've got one more. So really find length here. Use your sit bones and crowns as well as your fingertips, and then rotate. Exhale, bring the back of the hand down, touch the thigh. Inhale up, find length again as you untwist. And then drop the hand back down. Both hands, bring the hands up. Find Anjali Mudra. Bring the hands down past your nose to your chest. Eyes closed if you haven't already. Same thing, sweep up. Find that length through the sit bones, really use the joints to find that stability. Back down through Anjali Mudra. Let's take the eyes open now and look up as you draw your hands up past your nose. And then take them out. See if you can take your arms out of your peripheral vision, so your proprioceptors are kicking in there. And then bring them back round to Anjali Mudra. Just one gentle one last time. Take the hands up, follow it up, find your sit bones, follow the eyes, follow the hands rather, open up, sweep the arms round, come back into Anjali Mudra, soften a little bit, close your eyes. So we all have this sixth sense, we all have proprioception. And I think yoga is our best way to keep connected to it. Thank you everybody for Monday's practice, and namaste. Don't forget to open your eyes before you move.